Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my 1 year update in my journey to finish 50 items in my collection. Yeah, so I had started doing this around, I think it was the 24th of July is when I started doing this in 2022. Obviously we're now in August. Hopefully when I'm uploading this it will be in August. So we're just 1 year into doing this project. I am imagining this is quite a long-term journey. If you can hear any noise in the background, it is my cat. I do apologise. She is making a ruckus. So firstly, we have got this. This is my Tarte Rainforest the Sea nail polish, not a nail polish. Wow, this is definitely not a nail polish. This is a foundation. And I guessed in like December time, I think, that I would be done with this by July. Well, I did not also foresee the fact that I would not wear makeup on a regular basis to be a factor. So, hasn't quite happened, but we are nearing the end. We are so close to the end. I do reckon it will happen in the next couple of months. I feel like my progress this quarter has definitely been like the same amount as the last quarter, I'd say. I haven't put the new marker in yet, but we're definitely below. Unfortunately, not quite where we wanted to be by this point of the challenge, but to be honest with you, I have to use less of this as I would on a normal foundation because this is too dark for me and I have to mix it with a white to make it work for my skin colour. So I do probably use like a third of this versus what I would use on a regular occasion with my other foundations. Why do I want to keep calling it a nail polish? So as for uses, I have used this 94 times within the past year. So obviously that's nowhere even near a year worth of wearing makeup. I have been slacking wearing this, to be honest. I definitely choose foundations that suit me better on a regular occasion, but yeah. Who knows, maybe in the next quarter's update, so in October, maybe I will have finished that by then. Fingers crossed. The next item we have is my NARS Laguna. This is the bronzer that is rolled into this project. And I have used this a total of 55 uses. I think when I rolled this in, did this even have a pan in it? I'm not even too certain, but this is where we're at now. And the pan has definitely enlarged, like a lot, as you can see. This is quite a shallow pan, I would say, compared to a lot of my items that I have rolled in. So the progress in here is the most exciting because it's obviously the one that's, you can see the change happening each quarter. I've used this 55 times within the past year. I'll probably have used it more, however I am working on like 4 different bronzers at the moment, so progress is slower than I would like, but I bet if I use this all the time with no other bronzers in other projects, I reckon this would be like pretty much finished within the year. Then for blush, we have of course my Revolution London Ultra Blush palette in Hot Spice, and we have got the 6th shade, which is this one down here. This one down here. And I feel like you can definitely now see, you can see in the center, that is the ring of the palette pan even showing up now. So that is quite exciting that we have reached that progress, which I'd never got with this one up here when I worked on it last year. But we are definitely seeing like some disturbance, and of course I have used this a grand total of 193 uses within the last 12 months. That is every single time I've worn makeup in the last 12 months, 193 times. That's just around half a year. That's how many times I've worn makeup in the past year. So then we have the highlighter. The highlighter I rolled in is this Monster Super Shock Cheek by Colourpop. And I have used this 57 times this year, past 12 months. The pan is definitely getting bigger every time with usage. So it was obviously, I think, barely there, and now it's like 100% there. Yeah, it's really nice. I do like wearing this. It's quite soft. It's not like really garish. And yeah, I'm working on a few different highlighters at the moment, which I'm loving. Highlighters used to be a step I would always miss, and now it's a step that I love to do and use and try and use every single time I wear makeup these days. For the eyeshadow rolled in was this MUA Makeup Academy Professional Emotions Merged Trio eyeshadow palette, and I rolled in the third shade, which is this shade here, the dark one. Now again, I don't quite know how this is going to be underneath, if it's going to be flat or if it's going to be domed as part of the packaging. I don't quite know, but if I can try and have it flat. So it's definitely flatter now, and like I'm seeing like there's a gold piece like right there that was not showing before, that is now coming through. Yeah, that gold piece right there that you can see when it's in focus, that gold piece there, that was not on show before. That's just recently like been uncovered. This is a baked product, so it's taking a while, but we are now definitely smaller than this orange shade in front. Yeah, I mean it's going very, very slowly, and of course I think the different shades in this eyeshadow are being picked up at different rates, so it's kind of like cratered a little bit, you know, it's not like completely smooth, but yeah, it's going, it's not like fully opaque, so it's definitely like an eyeshadow I usually wear as like a topper on top of something else, because it's not, you know, something that can be full coverage and cover my entire eye look. So yeah, I have used that 51 times this past year. Did I say I used my Colourpop highlighter 57 times? If not, then yeah, I've used the highlighter 57 times and the eyeshadow 51 times. So an update since my last update. I said I wasn't going to keep items and then show them in my roundups, but I did keep this. So this is my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream lip product, and I rolled this out I think in June time, because to be honest I couldn't get the stopper out, and I was pretty much just going with what was ever left on the applicator, and I was really like pressing heavily onto my lips. So I was like, you know what, I think this has had its time, and I rolled it out. So I used this a total of 49 times before I rolled it out. It is obviously an older lip product, it is also quite small, and I was okay with that, you know. 49 times is not too shabby. So yes, that was the third item rolled out in this project, so we still got 47 items left to go to work through, which is, you know, progress. You know, that's 3 down, 47 to go. That's brilliant. So I have rolled in something to replace this, and I will share that at the end. I'm doing this in the order that they are in my spreadsheet, so I'll do that at the end. The next item is of course this. This is my eyeliner. This is my Gelato Black Milk eyeliner by Beauty Bakery. This is a cream eyeliner, and it looks like this, obviously. Nothing really to write home about, because I've not really used this very much. I've used this 21 times over the past year. I'm someone who's just not that great at using eyeliner. You can obviously see it's been used a little bit, but really not that much at all. I feel like eyeliner just makes my eyes and my eyeshadow just like disappear because of how small my lids are. It just does not work for me these days, so I don't really wear it. But 21 times, so I reckon that this will be in this project until the very end. When I rolled in these items originally, this item was part of my lip salves, and I thought this was a lip salve, so I put that in as a lip salve to use as part of this project. It was probably like halfway through this year of doing this project when I realised this is not a lip salve, this is literally a lip product. This is the Jelly Pong Pong Paradise Pigments Lip and Cheek Cream in the shade Fig Jam, and it's looking like this. So this is clearly not a lip balm at all. This is definitely like a lip stain or whatever you want to call it. So this is now what I'm using as my main lip product as part of this project, because this is obviously not a lip balm. So yes, instead of rolling in a new lipstick, lip cream, all that stuff, I'm not, because that would be stupid to have two of them in the same project. I'm using this one here, and then you'll see what I rolled in later on to replace the next one. So I've used this 29 times. I basically thought this was a lip salve for a long time, so I was focusing more on the NYX lip product for a while, and then when I realised that this was a lip product, I kind of stepped away and didn't use this as much. So yeah, there's been a few months of 0 uses, but we are now back to using this, so 29 uses for now. We've got, you know, a good little dip forming. This is quite a deep pan though, so I think it's going to take me a while to work on this, and that's okay with me. Then for concealer, I had rolled this in. This is my Porcelain Matchsticks by Fenty Beauty, and we are around about here now, which I think it's definitely gone down some. Obviously there's still quite a lot left in here. I am working on a couple of others at the moment, so I've actually used this 81 times in the past year, which is kind of crazy. Concealer was also another step that I used to always miss out. So concealer and highlighter, I've upped my game in the past year to use them on a more regular basis. But this isn't my favourite. I found I'm not really a big fan of cream concealers these days, but I'm pushing through and using this whilst I can. Next we have my fragrance that I've rolled in, and I have rolled in the Zoella Blissful Mistful Fragranced Body Mist. I honestly do not like the scent of this at all, so I'm pushing through for the fact that I want this to be finished and out of my collection. But I feel like, you know, when I first started this a year ago, we were like right at the top, like there was no space at the top, and now we are down here, which I think is speaking volumes. So I have used this 38 times in the past year, and we've already gone down to here. So if I imagine myself using this again like the same amount of times, I reckon it will take me 1, 2, 2.5 years or something until I finish this. So we've got a long time to go until this is completed, but overall happy with the progress, because at least I'm still using it. Then we have this. This is my nail polish that I have rolled into this project. We were at the top of the purple thing last quarter, and now we are definitely below that. I don't know if it's going to show that, but we are definitely below. We are now like down here versus up at the top. We are probably, I want to say, about at the bottom of where the purple marking is now, underneath here. I have used this 62 times in the past year, which has been very, very difficult for me to use, not gonna lie. This has not got great consistency. It also doesn't really dry, and it's been a pain to use this on a regular basis. But I've been pushing through and using this sparingly. 62 uses, I should say, also means 62 fingers. So I've just used it on all of my fingers 6 times. So I think I included this in my last update, where I just started rolling this in. But I finished my Glossier bow brow in April, and I have been using this pretty much ever since. This is my B-Brow Bar, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway, which is looking like this. So we have got this until I finish it. This is what I've got currently in my brows at the moment. To be honest, I was unsure about this because I thought when I put it onto here it would not be dark enough, but actually does work quite well on my brows themselves. Anyway, I've only used this 36 times. It's only been rolled in for the last couple of months, but yeah, happy days with that. Still not sure if I actually prefer using a pencil over powder, but we'll just see how this goes along. Okay, so when I rolled out my NYX Cans lip cream, I rolled in this to replace it, which is my Burt's Bees Beeswax Lip Balm with vitamin E and peppermint. There's still a lot left in this, to be honest, because this is relatively new into the project. I've used it 15 times in total. I'm really trying to be better at using this on a more regular basis, but yeah, you can see like it's pretty much brand new. It was like unopened. I had to like unwrap it when I rolled it into this project, so very, very brand new. And yeah, so that is that. It's really moisturising. It's helped my chapped lips a lot, and happy days. And that is my current update. So yeah, we are slowly moving through this project. That is 3 items I have completed in the past 1 year of this project. So let's hope I finish more than 3 items next year, because we've got to get through 47 items. And if we're going this slow, that's going to take quite a few years, and I kind of don't want it to take forever, but knowing me, it'll probably take still some time. What do I reckon is going to happen within the next year? It's hard to know, to be honest. I definitely know for certain that I'm going to finish this. Like, this is like a definite finish. I think also within the next year I'll probably finish my nail polish, and as well I think I will probably finish the bronzer. Maybe not in the next year, but at least in the next 2 years I think I'll be able to finish it. It kind of depends on how many projects I've got different bronzers in. So yeah, I definitely think out of the items I've still got in my collection, I think these 3 are the best bets for the next things to be completed. I feel like the others are still quite long term, but I also think that I will be probably caught out and surprised at how fast the brow pencil goes down, because I would use this on a more regular basis than a lot of these items. I'll pick this up every single time I wear makeup, so I think I'll be caught out with how fast this goes down. But yeah, we shall just see how it goes. I'm very happy with the fact that, I was worried for a while that I would have no items rolled out in the first year of this project, so the fact that I've got 3 is better than none. This is meant to be a long-term project, so I shouldn't be upset with the fact that I have got a long way to go, and I'm actually really happy that I've still got a lot more to go with this. That means a lot more updates, and yeah, just seeing how my progress goes within each month. I think what I'm going to do now is, I didn't mark it over for each quarter, but I think because it's now been a year, I'm going to mark on here how far I am with this, so then in a year's time, next July, I can see how much I've used this, and then mark it and see if it's the same or more or less. So yeah, that is my update. I love doing this project. let's see what the next year brings, and I'll see you guys for the next update of this project in about 3 months. I'm doing them still on a quarterly basis because I feel like that works best, gives it enough time to kind of have some progress, some changes here and there. So yeah, alright, there we go, that's my video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!